Yo, what's going on, guys? Bigfoot back in the brick room, coming at you with for at least for me, highly anticipated video. I know I will get this right off the bat. This is the wrong box. I should have taken the box from the store, but I didn't. I know this is the wrong box, but this is the Series 3 of Halo Univers. I do have a full set. Actually, I don't have a full set. I did not buy the orange grunt because I don't see the point. I have a handful of grunts. There's no need for me to buy more grunts. Don't care for them. Yeah, they're cool. I have about 10. Don't need more. So, I have everything except that. I will not be opening Jega because I can only find one. And he's an ultra rare. I don't know if my store will get him again. And so we know what he looks like from the Banished Phantom. So I'm just not going to open it. Not going to deal with it. But I do have everything else here. And I do have other figures to compare, like what they look like comparatively to their other counterparts that have came in different sets and different blind bags. So hopefully that'll make sense and stuff like that. But we'll start off here with looking at the chart. Obviously, for some reason, the grunt is rare, which I don't understand why, because there was a ton of them in that box. Don't understand why. So I really wanted to get a bunch of the blue elites because the Halo 2 elites are my absolute favorite. The Halo 2 Anniversary are just built different. They're just gorgeous. Obviously the Brute Flood form, definitely needed a couple of him. And yeah, so let's open up some bags. Actually, we're not going to open bags. I just randomly opened one last night, and I did get, well, I didn't randomly. I wanted to open it. I didn't know what I was opening at the time. But this is the UNSC Marine from Halo 1. Halo Combat Evolved. I think he came out in the Forward Unto Dawn series. I don't have my other bags with me. But he did come out in another series. And just looks really good. I love that. I don't know if I'd call it copper or bronze-ish color scheme. It just looks classic and, you know, iconic. And what I was saying with bringing in the other character from other sets is we have Johnson from the Anniversary pack. Granted, has some different or some darker tones here on his chest piece, but for the most part, they're pretty similar. And so I just wanted to show those two comparatively. He did come with a new assault rifle with, well, it's not really new, but you can add that attachment to the top piece if you wanted to scope. But looks good. Looks really good. Obviously, detachable helmet. You know, that's pretty common now. And then that nice lime green color on his visor looks pretty stellar. So, got that guy first. And then I don't know what order these are going to be in. I will show the code though. This code, they're hard to read, very hard to read. I believe that is a 6.5. So whatever 6.5 is, I can't see, but you can. Well, no, you can't actually. Oh, the Purple Brute, sweet. Okay, excited for that. I was thinking on this just last night. I believe the Purple Brute showed up in Halo Wars 1, if I remember correctly. I remember that when the Brutes first came out in Halo Mega Construx, they were all Halo Wars based. And I think that the Purple Brutes were out from Halo Wars 1. And I think that's where this purple color scheme came from. Not complaining, but looks good. The skin tone and fur tone are a light gray, which is unfortunate because I wish they would have kept some continuity between the Halo 2 Brute that came out not too long ago, if you can see. I wish there was a color scheme continuity that matched, but obviously they don't. Everything else looks pretty similar, except the shoulder pads and the color scheme, but looks really good. Actually, this one has knee pads that I just noticed. This guy does not, from Halo Wars 2. And a lot less printing. Like on the toes, you can tell there's nothing there. But other than that, looks really good. I prefer this guy just because he's the dark fur and skin tone, and from Halo 2. But this one's still good, still super cool, and he comes with a boot shot. You see in the background. Pretty standard. But I definitely say this one's more superior. I am glad I have a couple more of these in my collection. I'll put, they're not going to stay up. So I'll put him back there. This code is code 62. If you can somehow see that, code 62. Oh, I didn't really cut it very well there. As you can see, I can't. Maybe you can see. I can't see it right now. So let's dump it out. Oh, this is the green hell jumper. Really cool. I really was looking forward to this character. So let's see if I can get a stand on the plate. All right, I had to get a wider view going on here. But here is the green hell jumper. Looks really good. I'm really pleased with this figure. I'm not sure. I try to get a better angle. Hold on. We'll just have to do with this for right now. But looks super good. I love that purple pinkish visor. Looks super good on that helmet. This is obviously the Buck Spartan. I think it's the chest plate armor. I think it's everything. I don't have a Spartan Buck, which is fine. I don't really care for him. But I think that's what all this armor is based off. I'm not sure of the same armor, shoulder pads, but definitely the same helmet for sure. But looks really good in that metallic green. I think it's like the Master Chief metallic green that we've gotten a ton of. I'm not exactly sure that's correct, but this Hydra, I do got a gripe on this Hydra. It just looks bad. It obviously it's a toy, and I get that. But this just looks super toyish, if that makes sense. Like super pale, almost just cream, just, I don't know. The Hydra does not look good. It'll probably be tossed away. It just doesn't look good. Figure looks good. Like the figure. Hydra, I could go without, to be honest. On to the next bag, which is code 61. Maybe we can make that out, but this is code 61. I can't look it all the way through. What is it? I can't see. You can. Tell me what it is. Oh, the CQB. I initially was not going to buy the CQB because I don't really care. Is it a CQB? I think it's a CQB, right? Anyway, it is a Spartan, the black Spartan from this series. I think he was in the fan vote, if I remember correctly. The fan vote between the Haunted Spartan, the CQB. I think that's what this is. You'll probably correct me in the comments, and I could probably just check here on the paper real quick, but I'm not going to. He comes with a Spartan laser that actually has some paint application, but the modern Spartan laser looks pretty good. I just didn't care for this figure that much. I had no attachment to this figure from before. Some people did because they played the Halo games and love this helmet. I don't care for it. Let's see if it is. Where's the paper at? Over here. Oh, it doesn't say what it is. But I believe it is a CQB Spartan. Correct me if I'm wrong. But in all black. I think in the 10th anniversary series pack, we got another completely black armored Spartan. Looked pretty good, and I think this would match along well with him. It's hard to make out the details on the chest here, but there's a knife. Shoulder pads look good. I don't think any of these figures so far have had some QC issues thus far. Pretty centered back with a light gray undersuit, but that dark armor set. No oversplash on the visor. Looks really good. Overall, good figure. I didn't think I was buying him. I thought I'd put him back and went for more elites, but must have been wrong. And this is code 63, and I do know this one. So I'll go ahead and open it right now. Code 63. And it is the Blue Elite. This is the one that I was most excited for. like I said before, I just love this helmet style. It classic for me. I loved Halo 2. That was my first real Halo game that I had. I think we got it on the 360, even though it was originally on the Xbox original. But I think we got it on the 360, and I just played the crap out of it. And then obviously Halo 2 Anniversary came out and made this armor style that much better. And I know for some reason I don't have it in view. I'm just looking at myself, sorry. But he also does come with the new plasma rifle, which is pretty anticipated. And we'll get a look at that. But look at that Elite. And he has really nice light blue paint application on the chest armor. Just looks amazing. I'm very pleased. I think that's a completely new chest armor. If we pull up the one from the Anniversary, I can't remember his name. But if you look under the chest armor, they are completely different. Like you can see, my thumb out of the way, that the blue Elite has thick armor on the chest plate. Can't tell if you can see on the white one, but definitely thick armor. Completely different style of armor between these two. I'm not sure if that's on purpose, but it's okay. You can obviously see the helmet is different because this guy had his mandibles chopped off. But just looks stellar. Man, I'm so happy I have these figures. I will go for more of these because I just love this style. I have a ton of the Halo 3 style Elites. I have them in blue, purple, in this green. I have a ton of these just because I love the Elites. You can see the difference between the hands, which is a very exciting upgrade that we got in the last few years of the hands being more accurate. But I do love these Elites, but this is prime Elite territory, if you ask me. Now on to showing off the energy or plasma rifle as I just drop it off the table. Okay, it'll be a second because I just dropped it completely under the table. As you can see on the right side of the screen, his left hand is the old style. Just looks very large and bulky. And then on the left side of the screen, right hand, is a new and updated plasma rifle. Looks really good. Way better proportion for the body. And they had this one for, I think, the beginning of Mega Construx, or Mega Blocks, really. I think they really did more of the beam rifle in Halo Wars in the first edition and first run of Halo Mega Blocks. But they shortly came out with this in all kinds of colors and never changed it until 2023, which was a much needed upgrade, and it just looks way better in the hands. And yeah, looks stellar. This is, for me, this was the highlight figure of the entire series. This is the whole reason why I got this box. I have multiple Elites in here, and I'll plan on getting more just because of how stellar these figures are. Just wonderful Elites. So grateful for those. Those look great. And now, sorry, I know we're running this time a little long, but in the last bag here, we all can probably expect of what's in here, what we haven't looked at, what we know, what I said we won't look at, and that is the Brute Infection combat form, which I think is pretty exciting for a lot of people because I don't think the Brute combat form was ever in any traditional Halo games, if I remember correctly. I'm not even sure if it was in Halo Wars. I don't know. I never played Halo Wars, but I don't remember seeing these in any of the Halo... Oh, no. This was in Halo 3. I apologize. I had a brain fart there, obviously. But in Halo 3, I think that we had the combat form Brutes. Looks very, very good. You can see his head there on the top, ripped open, with the infection form there, kind of taking the bottom part of his jaw. We have the new articulated combat arm, I'd call it, and looks good, looks solid, and yeah, that is a great figure. He does come with a spiker that I'll put on now, and just looks very, very good. stunning figure. Not as good, obviously, as the human infection form. Obviously, this was a Heroes figure with the nice coloration. But together on a mock or just a diorama would look very, very good together going against the Master Chief. These two figures look absolutely great together. I do not have the Elite version, which is okay. I don't have the Elite version of the Flood Combat Infection form, unfortunately. I will soon, hopefully, but I don't have it now. But just looks like an amazing, just highlight. I think out of the entire collection, I don't really care much for the Active Camo Jaga guy. Cool. Definitely this Elite is just absolutely wonderful. Definitely the ideal figure for me. He was the draw for this entire set. So thanks guys for watching this video. Thanks for sticking through. I know it's a little bit long, but I wanted to get through all of it and compare these figures to their semi-counterparts, like with Johnson, if that'll focus at all. You know, with Johnson, the Halo 2 Brute, and then the two Elites. I wish I had my Jaga come out. I wish I had an extra one to show that one off, but I just don't right now. And then obviously we know what the grunt looks like. So if you guys like this kind of stuff, and my light just died. If you guys like this channel, if you guys like Mega Construx, if you like Lego stuff, if you like modifications, customs, whatever you like, if you like this channel, please subscribe. It helps me out, helps the channel grow by you subscribing and liking. And as always, guys, take it easy.